Hello, sweet souls. This is your last reading for Thursday, May 15th. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. You know what? I totally forgot to write down my title. And I'm not good with titles, you guys. I need some title help, that's for sure. Need your energy. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. All right. We're going to call on St. Michael. St. Michael, please transmute all negative energy to positive, sent toward myself or the viewer. We're going to call on the Holy Spirit, angel saints, spirit guides, and ancestors, and ask for a message for your greater good. We pray for truth and only truth for the greater good of the beautiful collective. Overall energy for Thursday, May 15th. Overall energy. Love begins. This can be self-love. This could be romantic love. This could be friendship love. Love begins because you have gained spiritual strength and you are in alignment to receive love. It's the Ace of Cups. All right, let's see. For the beautiful collective, what do they need to be aware of? What's coming in? Thursday, May 15th. Energy, overall energy. Thursday, May 15th. Thursday, May 15th. Obstacle. Advice. Yep, I heard that. Outcome. We got 2 in the outcome. Bottom of the deck, you are being blessed. I love it. Current energy, you are in this Zen energy. You are like, if you don't bring me peace, you're not welcome. You are doing all that you can to stay grounded. You could be, taking meditation classes, yoga classes. You could be in prayer, doing more prayer. You could be doing breath work. You're just focused on maintaining the energy of peace and harmony. Now, the obstacle is somebody is watching you. It's an obstacle for them because they cannot interfere. The advice, I heard, keep it moving. And To the Sea came out. Keep going. Keep going, collective. The past holds no benefit to you. Keep it moving. There's peace. There's prosperity. There's blessings moving forward. And the outcome, you're using your spiritual abilities to co-create with God. God has called you to help others because of your spiritual gifts. I love it. All right, let's clarify, guys. Hold on. All right, let's see. God's baby. You are the healer. God is guiding you. And that was what was meant to happen all along, whether you realize it or not. You were made for this. You are speaking truths. God could be calling you to reveal truths about karmic energies, expose people with your words. That's part of your calling in the star energy, exposing people that are cheaters, liars, and snakes. God's calling over your life. Yeah. You're moving on, manifesting your best life. You're calling in stability, twin flame soulmate, or on your own. It's amazing. All right, let's look at current energy for Thursday, May 15th. Breathe. Breathe. You're not stressed because you know you are receiving what you deserve. You've taken a brand new leap of faith and you're following God. This is why you're not worried. You know that God is guiding you on the path to prosperity, love, blessings. This is why you're not concerned. Please clarify the obstacle. You have a lurker in your energy, someone hiding behind fake accounts, trying to get in your business. Why is it an obstacle? Why is it an obstacle? Because you're too healed. This person is very aware by watching you that you're too healed for them to play mind games with you, that you have moved on to peace and that you co-create with God. You help others and you're confident in what you do, okay? Whatever it is that you do, you believe in yourself. Some of you, you're very gifted. High Priestess, you know that God is calling you to use your gifts to help others. You don't need this person's validation, and you know this person doesn't bring you peace. So that's why it's an obstacle for this person to try to come back into your energy. You are on to their games. Advice, keep it moving. Keep it moving. Yeah, because you got the power. When I say you got the power, you got the power. Magician to the star, you have the ability to transmute and manifest anything in this magician energy. You are a healer, and you are meant to be seen. You are meant to shine light on anything that is low vibrational, false in nature. With the outcome, you're co-creating with God, using your spiritual gifts to help others in some way. Outcome. And this person is watching you do all of it. They're watching you. Yeah. This person that's watching you, I feel like they're very immature. They could be an immature, younger, or just emotionally immature, spiritually immature fire sign. They're going to go through a very painful ending. And with this deep knowing and co-create, you are well aware that this is what this person did to you. And you know, with God here, that's what this person will be forced to experience, because that's cause and effect. That's universal law. Man. All right, tell me about the blessed. Blessed. Tell me about blessed. Yeah. So with this blessed card, you are standing in the Queen of Swords energy. You are speaking the truth, and people are changing their perspective about you. The blockage is people were maybe between two minds. They didn't know what to think. They were confused, but they're starting to change their perspective based on whatever it is you're doing. They can see you're blessed. They know you're speaking the truth. Yeah, you're committed and devoted to your new path. You walked away possibly from this fire sign. We did get the immature, fiery energy, someone that operates in ego and fear. And since you've left this person, you are being blessed. This person's going through financial ruin. It goes back to the last reading where they need your energy to manifest anything positive in their life. What they're holding on to, this King of Wands, is a karmic lesson. They continue to carry the burdens, having the realization that they made the wrong choice and they need to close the cycle out, but yet they still hold on. They still hold on. All right. Let's do the Light Seers deck. I haven't used this one in a while. With Breathe, you're unbothered because you are receiving what you deserve. You've taken a brand new leap of faith. So this is why you're not stressed. You follow God. All right. Please clarify Breathe. Wow. Breathe. You could be calling in an aligned partnership, King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Or let me just see. Let me ask, who is this? Oh, I take it back. So this is a karmic connection, a karmic couple that is watching you. This is the karmic couple that's watching you, unbothered, following your spark, following your passion, and embracing peace. Is a karmic couple. Why is the karmic couple watching the collective? Why do they care? Why do they care? Because they're seeing you in this temperance energy. They could be seeing you as an earth angel. They see that your life is peaceful, it's balanced, it's harmonious. With Observer, somebody wants to come in, bring peace, heal a situation, but they know it's an obstacle because you are in your full power, you are spiritually gifted, and you've been guided to help others, and that's what you're doing. That's what you're focused on. It's also an obstacle because either you love yourself or you love yourself and you have a divine partner, and your wishes and dreams are coming true. You're stable without this person. That's why it's an obstacle. They can offer you nothing. That's karma. That's karma. Them recognizing that they can't come back in. They can't. With To the Sea, the advice, they said, keep it moving. You have the power. Like, you have the ability to manifest. You are a healer. You carry the light. So keep it moving. Yeah, the sun. You have happiness and success. And whoever's been creating illusions in this moon energy, it's being exposed. It's all coming to light. So they don't want you to worry. You don't have to lift a finger. This is devil energy, toxicity, toxic people. It's all coming to light. You don't have to do a thing. With co-create and deep knowing as the outcome, you're using your spiritual gifts to help others. And this immature, fiery energy here has been watching you. And you are well aware they're going to experience the same deception and betrayal that they put you through. Yeah. Whatever connection they're in, soul connection, which is karmic, it's going to end in heartbreak and a tower. They could be put in a third-party situation as well, if that's what they did to you. Whatever they did to you, it's going to be done to them, and only it's going to be magnified because this person was never accountable. With blessed, you're speaking some sort of truth, and people are changing their perspective about you. The blockages, they may have been on the fence, may have been confused, but they see you're committed and devoted. They know why you walked away from this King of Wands energy. And since you walked away, your life is calling in blessings. And this person is going through financial ruin. You're a high priestess. And this blessed energy, you're spiritually gifted. Yeah. Knight of Swords to the Three of Wands. This can talk about fast action. This can talk about quick communication. But with the Three of Wands, you've got your back to that. You're not interested. You're just following God. You don't care about anyone's false confessions. You don't care about the confusion and illusion that they project. You don't need it. You have the answers. Yeah, you're just protecting your peace, and God is protecting you. Four of Wands. This is a stability, a twin flame soulmate union coming in. You have financial opportunities, gifts and blessings from God that are coming in because you didn't give up. You completed that karmic cycle and you headed in a new direction, which is aligning you with your fate and destiny. It was a very painful ending, but that's what it took to stand your ground. Queen of Swords, to speak your truth and cut this person off. By you doing this and freeing yourself from this energy, you are receiving victory. You are receiving what you deserve. And you're going to take a brand new leap of faith with a true emperor. Someone that's high vibrational. Someone that's learned their lesson. Someone that will treat you with honor and respect. Not someone that's insecure that has to sleep around with a bunch of people because they don't feel good enough or worthy. You recognize that from a mile away now. You're so tapped in with your energy and other people's energies. You can see through BS illusions, and it's not funny, but it almost is. It's like you can see people that are operating from an unawakened state. It's like their sleeper energy. And you can see it very clearly when they're pretending, when they're wearing a mask. It's so evident to you, and it's kind of embarrassing, honestly, for these people because they're not fooling anyone. People can see them. People that are awakened can see them. For the collective, what do they need to know? Transformation, death and rebirth. What is the death card? Death and rebirth. When it comes to your work, creative projects, if somebody's been trying to interfere, this bully energy, that's about to be lifted. God's putting an end to it. Hierophant. God's putting an end to it. Yeah, you're going to start noticing swift progress for sure. Now that this interference is being lifted. What is this about? So you have an Emperor energy that's coming in. And then you have this emotional manipulator that you could have a family with, or they could be a family member that's taken no action to come forward to be accountable, that's in your energy. And this person, wants a passionate new beginning. The emotional manipulator, after you've already called in this Emperor energy, the emotional manipulator from your past is going to try to come back in. And they'll be blocked. Seats taken. You're not interested. Yeah. The blockage, this person's going through massive upheavals in their life, destruction, financial ruin, with a karmic in their life that they chose possibly over the collective. Take what resonates. Yeah, they don't want to be in this devil energy anymore. They want to get away from this karmic because, like I said, whoever they connected to, it was a mere reflection of their dark energy. They were just as dark as they were. Yeah, the drama, the chaos, the conflict, it's too much. The partying, the overindulging, that's why they're under judgment. For the lying, cheating, and stealing, for the lack of accountability, they're all under judgment. You have no regret. You're grateful. You freed yourself from this lesson, but you learned the lesson. Justice is playing out. The scales of justice are being balanced now. You are the star, the healer energy. Somebody tried to block you from receiving, but good news is coming. You're in this powerful Queen of Wands energy. You're following your passion, and whatever they've been trying to project to block you from receiving is being blocked by God, because this is a part of your fate and destiny. They can't block it. It comes from God. Two of Coins in reverse. Yeah, this person has just wrecked their finances, wrecked their life based on their decisions. You are a powerful manifester, this magician energy, and you're moving on to victory. You're taking a brand new leap of faith, and I love it. Yeah, you can expect to reap your harvest. Prepare for change. It has everything to do with your harvest. Continue to take passionate action. You are building generational wealth. They may have someone in the moon energy hiding in the shadows, lurking under fake accounts, thinking that they're going to have some sort of impact on the Empress energy. You're an Empress in the upright. They're not even making a dent. They're doing nothing to you. Because the cycle's closed. You're not feeding any energy at all into that person. Yeah, deep emotional cleanse. You've cleansed that spirit, that energy right out of your energy. Look, Queen of Swords and deep emotional cleanse. You're done. You know, let me get one more before I speak. They're watching it all. They're watching you operating in your fate and destiny. They're watching you having peace. They're watching it all. This is someone that's a coward that can see how much stronger you were than them. How the things that they put you through, they could have never overcome themselves, but you have. They underestimated just how strong and confident you really are. You know, once you healed from the wounds that they were able to manipulate you by, then they had no other way in. There's no, only the unhealed version of you would tolerate their treatment. Now that you're healed, you see clearly, and it's a joke. It's a joke. You forgive, and you forgive yourself for not seeing the red flags, for being codependent. You understand that it was all a part of your lesson, but that codependent, desperate version of you no longer exists. Take what resonates, guys. All right, this is your last reading. I love you guys. I am scheduling for next week. If you're interested in scheduling, and if you're interested in meeting new people, check out Astro Divinity. You guys can find all my links, bio, TikTok, description of YouTube. Please share, like, and subscribe. I love you guys so much, and I will see you for Friday's reading. Bye-bye.